On this episode, I'm building a 4x12 tiered raised garden kit, complete with irrigation, without needing any tools, in less than 5 minutes. Hi everyone, I'm Bryan Traficante from GardenMinutes.com, and this is Easy Growing episode number 25. On today's episode, I'm going to be building a 4x12 tiered raised garden kit, complete with plant spacing guide and irrigation, courtesy of our Garden Grid watering system, of course. And I'm going to do this all without needing any tools, and it'll take under 5 minutes. So the reason I can do this is because all Garden in Minutes garden bed boards are modular and tool-free. Basically, we designed them so that way they just slide together using a male and female joint and a connecting pin. And basically, you don't need to use any nails, screws, drills, anything, just your hands. You slide them together, connect it, and you're good to go. We built it this way so you can actually enjoy your time doing what you intended to do, which is gardening, instead of hours or an entire weekend having to build a garden bed from scratch. Then the plant spacing and irrigation, of course, comes from our Garden Grid watering system. It is a pre-assembled plant spacing guide and irrigation system in one. It comes to you in pre-assembled sections. You just pop it together, lay it in your garden, connect to your garden hose, and you're good to go. So I'll take you over here, show you the process of how I'm gonna build this from start to finish. It should take less than 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to start planting some plants. Here we go. All right, our 4x12 tiered raised garden bed is now built. If you're watching the clock at the bottom of this video, you'll see that it took us just over 2.5 minutes to make this entire layout. The next step, of course, is adding in garden soil. It's a simple process. Basically, you're just pouring soil into here. So we're gonna skip over that. But the one tip I do have is that when you go to add your soil to your garden bed for the first time, make sure you overfill it by about 1 inch or 2. That way, as the soil compacts, it will be level with the top of your boards. Fresh soil tends to compact a little bit after you put it in for the first time. So we'll go ahead and do that process real fast and get to the fun part of adding in our Garden Grid watering systems. All right, so the soil is now in our 4x12 tiered raised garden bed. So the next step is to add our garden grid watering systems. We're going to be adding 3 4x4 garden grid watering systems to this layout. And the 4x4 garden grid basically comes in 3 pieces. You have a left half, a right half, and a water feed tube to connect to your garden hose. So the setup process and assembly is really quick and easy. Basically, you just take the halves of each and push and wiggle them onto their fittings, like so. So you just push and wiggle, and continue for the rest of the garden grid, all the way until you're done with the last one. All right, make sure they're all on. Then go ahead and grab your water feed tube. You connect that as well. Basically push and wiggle right on to the fitting. And this 4x4 is ready to go. So we'll lay it in our garden. Top of our soil there. Then we'll repeat that for the other 2 garden grid watering systems. Take our left half and right half. Push the fitting in and wiggle. Push and wiggle. And continue that for the rest of your garden grid. It's a simple process. Once you're done, add the water feed tube again. Now you have your second garden grid ready. We'll lay that right there and finish off with our third one. So we'll go ahead and take our halves, press them together. All right, so that one, there, and the last one. And of course, your water feed tube. We'll lay this on the taller section. Okay, so now we want to connect them all together so they can all run from one water source. That's easily done with our 8-inch tall manifold, which we connect one garden grid to, the next, now these 2 garden grids are connected together. Lastly, we're going to take one of our custom length 5-foot long garden hoses and connect it from that garden grid to the manifold so all 3 of them can run off of one water source. So go here, connect it to the manifold. We'll run it right over to our garden grid. As such. Position everything exactly how we want it. And very last, add your garden hose that's coming from your hose spigot to the manifold. Your entire garden is ready to go. There you have it, 4x12 tiered raised garden kit with irrigation and plant spacing. The entire process, if you're watching the clock, should have taken just under 5 minutes. And this entire kit is a pretty simple thing to make yourself if you're interested in doing so. Basically, this is a double stacked 4x4 raised garden kit, 2 of our 8-inch tall expansion board sets, 2 4x4 garden grids, 1 8-inch manifold, and 1 of our 5-foot custom length garden hoses. Put that all together with some soil, and you're ready to plant in your own garden in less than 5 minutes. That's it for today. So please, if you have any questions, layout ideas, or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll have links to everything I mentioned before below the video as well. And other than that, have a great day.